In this video guide, we're gonna create a picture frame in Blender. So I will show you how you can create the different parts, and especially how you can sweep or extrude along a path the picture frame. And so to do that, we can use preset profiles, or we can create a custom profile. And we need to understand how it works so that we can create it properly. So I'm just gonna delete these right now, which is the current picture frame. And you can see that I first of all created a simple box. So you can start with the basic box in Blender. So when you do like add mesh cube, you can just dimension this. So if you go higher in item, you can say let's like 1 meter, 1 meter, and 0.02, so 2 centimeters, and that's like the base for your picture. Now I can assign also a material here. And if I want to split the two objects, I can either create a new material and assign another material here on the top. So I will do like multi-material. So I'm going to create a new one and assign it and create a new one. I'm going to get rid of, well, this one here is the one that is going on the top. And the rest is going to have this material here. But to add a texture, I need to go here and go to the image texture. And then you want to open up a texture from your computer. Whatever image you have, could be like a painting, could be a photograph. Now in my case, I have this photograph right here, so I just got it from here, but you can just click on this folder and get any image that you have in your computer. Now you can see it's kind of not correctly mapped. So to fix this, I use this add-on right here. So let's go to edit preferences and select add-ons. And well, first of all, you can already activate the extra curve. So you're gonna have extra profiles that you can use. So just type extra and activate that. And then you can use Magic UV also for the mapping. Now these are two add-ons that are already in Blender, but if they're not, you can just find them and download them from the web. So once you have that, you need to switch in edit mode, select the face you want to map, and then here you can see I'm using this one here, box mapping. And it already looks fine, but you can then adjust it from here. You can adjust the size, you can make it like stretch, you can scale it, you can offset, you can rotate, you can change the texture aspect. So you can see probably this is going to be like a little bit smaller, but well, instead of changing the, the picture aspect here, I want to just like change the size of the model. So I'm gonna use this face, I'm gonna push it a little bit. So this should be fine, like this, I guess. So when you're ready with your, I'm gonna get rid of this other one. And you can see that in the other picture, I had these two parts separated. Now this can be useful if you want to just apply different materials and not one single object with more materials. So let me show you how you can do that. You can go here, edit mode, select this face, and do right click, and then we can separate by selection. So now we have the picture here. So we can call this like photo or painting or whatever. And then we have like the base down here. Okay, so we have base and the photo. Now we can also add another layer, like a glass layer on top of the picture or the painting. So we can copy this, so Control C, Control V, and we can push it just a little bit up. So now this, I will get rid of the materials on this. So that's, oops, I think I got rid of the material to the one that was below. So make sure this one here is the active object. There you go. So I'm gonna delete, and I'm gonna assign a glass material. Now to do that, we also have extra material libraries. So if you search for in the add-on the material library, then you can go here, create a new material, and go all the way down. You will find material library VX, select sample materials, and let's select a glass material. So glow glass is not good. We need like a standard glass. So Let me just find it. Fake glass, facade glass could be good. Let's find, oh, basic glass. Okay. So we want to use this and apply to the selection. So now we're gonna have, there you go, the basic glass right here. Now let's create the picture frame. So I'm gonna move this here, and we need to add here on the side the picture frame. Now there are a lot of types of moldings and picture frames. If you look in the web molding or picture frame section, you will find a lot of section. You can save that image. You can bring it into Blender as a reference. So you can just apply it or use another add-on that is called image planes. And you will find a lot of video guides in the channel explain a lot of other tools and other techniques. So check the other video guides. And also if you're having problems in handling this tutorial, you can check the Blender video course. So once I get an idea of what I can do, my suggestion is work here on these on the origin. Don't go too far. So we need a profile and we need a path to create the picture frame. Now for the profile, we can use, for example, this one here or this one here at the base. So let's go again into edit mode, and I want to select here the edges. So I want to create a path, not by drawing the path, but by extracting the path directly from the original source. Now you can also leave it as a C, and then we will close it later. So right click and again separate selection. So this is going to be our path, but this is not a curve, it's a mesh. So we need to convert it. Let's go back to object mode. So let's select the, okay, now this is the base. It gets confusing when you have a lot of similar things, everyone like really close. So this one here is the path. Okay, so we need to turn this into a curve. So right click and convert into curve. So now this should be the curve. And let's see if we deactivate the visualization or hide the others, you can see now this is the path. Okay, now to close this, we can go to edit mode, select all the vertices, and then right click and do toggle cyclic. So this is going to close it like this. And now we have a closed shape that is going to be our path. Now we need a profile. Now to work with the profile, you want to be in 2D. So click on the Z here. So you are in perfectly 2D, and you want to model your frame right here. So you either get an image reference or you just work with your fantasy, which is what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna work with fantasy. Now remember that this is gonna be like the further part. So this is gonna be like the outside, and this is gonna be the inside. So let me just create a really simple profile. Now to do this, we can go in add curve. And these are the extra curves that we activated at the beginning by activating the add-on. So you can start with the rectangle, you can start with an arc, with an angle, and whatever it's closer to what you have in mind. And you also have curve profiles. You can see you have many different types. Then you can start with. You can also use profile, and this is gonna generate some. You can see here it's a little bit big, but that's a L, or you have like these other different profiles. You can start with some of these and then continue. So let me just show you how this is going to work with this L. So the first thing, we need to place it better into position. So we need to make sure that the origin, it's actually here in the corner. That's going to be just better. It's not mandatory, but it's going to be better. Now we're going to activate the snap to the vertices, so I can move these and snap it. I can snap that vertex. Okay, let's go into object mode. Okay. And well, let's change the origin first. So I'm gonna go here and change the origin, and I wanna place it. Let me see here why it's not okay. Yeah, I wasn't snapping to the increment to the vertices, but to the increment. I want to snap here. I want to snap the vertex there, the origin there, and then I want to snap these to the grid. So I'm gonna go to increment, absolute grid, and snap it to the grid. So it's perfectly in the origin. Now you can see it's too big, so I also gonna scale it down. And just to show you how it's gonna work, I will scale it a little bit more. Okay, now let's apply it here to the sweep. So I'll select this, go in the object data properties in the curve, go in the geometry, and go in the bevel. Now this is where the magic happens. So if you use round, it's gonna be something round, but it looks too flat. Now I don't know why is this, probably because we extracted the edge without actually creating the shape, but we can try to scale with this and see if it's gonna fix the problem. And let me see here. So let's try to go to object, apply, and all transforms. Okay, now it's good. So you may want to do that trick before you actually start to work with this, and then you can scale it with the Z. Okay, so it looks fine. So this is going to be the standard one, is the round, and then you have profile. So here you can create your own profile, and you can start to work with these here and create a molding. There you go. And then you just need to increase the resolution if you want more curviness, softness. But we want to use a custom profile. So I'm going to go to object, click on the picker, and click on this profile. So you can see how it places. So you can work a little bit here on the inside, a little bit here on the outside. Now, the beauty of this is that once you establish the connection, then you just need to work on the profile, and that's going to adapt. Now, first of all, let's reactivate the other paths. Okay, so we have everything now, and we need just to work a little bit more on this profile. So I probably want to scale it more, but we need to make sure it stays on that origin. So I'm gonna select the shape here, scale it. Okay, so it stays. You can see there at the origin. So define a size that you like, and then let's start to work on this. So I'm gonna go to edit mode. So first of all, I can like move this. You can see it's already creating like another type of picture frame. Now, if you want to do something more complex, let's go back here to 2D, and let's I think I'm gonna delete here some vertices. First of all, let's go to right click and toggle cyclic off, so you can see it's not a closed anymore, so it's just a surface. It's not a solid, and then we can work on with this. Let me show you. I'm just gonna delete these vertices right here. So X key also to delete vertices. Okay, so we have a flat thing right now, and we want to start like to extrude. So I want to use this point, and I can use the extrude. Click on the plus and then press epsilon so you can extrude here like that. And then again, plus and X, you extrude this other direction right here. And then X again, extrude again. And let's go with the epsilon. So let's go a little bit down. Let's use this other one. Click on plus and press epsilon, go up. And then press plus X, go here. And now we want to create something more interesting here for the molding. So to do that, we can use the extrude, but we can also use the curve pan. So with the curve pan, if I click, it's just gonna add other segments. You can see there. Now, if you don't want everything to be straight, but you want curves, you want to right click and select the Bezier type. So now we can, if we click and drag, we can create a curve. Okay, now we just need to close this. So we're gonna go to the selection, right click, and toggle cyclic again. So everything is closed and we have our molding. Now, of course, I can do better than this. So if I start to work here with these points, now they appear to be like straight points. So if I turn them into Bezier, I can have like something a little bit more curvy. So you know, now you can just, if you have any resource image, you can try to trace that image, or you can just work here with your fantasy as I'm doing right now. But this is just an example, just to show you how you can do it, and then you can create your own. So I think it's a little bit small, so I can like take everything and scale it up a little bit, even in object mode, so I can make it just a little bit bigger. There you go. And this will be all for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to thank us, if you want to support us, please join the channel as a supporter. Watch our other video courses, video guides in Blender, and also other 3D software. See you in the next video guide.